What's going on, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about 5 ways that you, as a type 9 peacemaker, can maintain your internal peace, right? So the first way is to stay focused on your goals. The second way is to be flexible. The third thing is to be clear or have clarity. The fourth way is to keep going or be consistent. And the fifth way is to be proactive, right? So let's talk about the first thing, right? Staying focused on your goals. So this is important because a lot of stuff may be going on around you. You know, a lot of things may be being said, you know. But regardless, like unless something is actually preventing you from moving forward with your goals, like don't lose sight of the big picture or what you want to do. And that comes with a strong why, or why you're doing what you're doing, right? So when, things start happening around you, like don't take your eye off your goal for any kind of fear or anxiety about things that are happening, or that things that you think might happen. Like I said, you deal with things as they come. You know what I'm saying? As they come, you deal with things. And that goes into the next thing as far as being proactive, right? So if you're prepared when those things come, you got that peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not worried about what's coming. You just know that you're prepared to deal with it. So no matter what it is, if you're feeling anxiety or insecure or anxious about anything, be proactive about it. Because by you being proactive, you know that if it comes, sorry y'all, something crawling on me. You know that if it comes, you're prepared for it, right? So and that goes into my next point, is clarity, right? So you need to get crystal clarity on where you're going. You need to, one of the best ways to do is to start at the end and work your way back, and this will definitely require a plan. So make sure that you got a good plan laid out. You know what I'm saying? You thought about all the things about the plan. In the planning process, that's when you'll start to think about the things that may come. This is the proactive part, so that when those things do show up, you have a plan for it. Now, of course, you're not gonna be able to plan for everything, but the more stuff you plan for, the better you can be prepared, and the more peace you'll have, right? So the next thing is to be flexible. So your plan may have to change for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to require you to, you're not taking your eye off the goal, you know what I'm saying? You still got the goal, but you may have to adjust things so that you can continue towards your goal in a way, I don't want to really use that word convenient, but I'll say more convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have to adjust a time frame on something. You may have to allocate resources in a different way. You know what I'm saying? You may have to just manage your energy resource a little bit better, or in a different way. And then a fifth thing keep going, or to be consistent and to never give up. Now, you never had no plans on giving up, you know what I'm saying, in the first place. So like this, you know, a lot of this may come from what people perceive. You know what I'm saying? Like you never had plans on giving up. So this is really just a little motivation to just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And to be consistent. You know what, let me just put it that way. Be consistent. Be consistent with the things you're trying to do. And I'll just add this extra one in there. Like the only people you may need to prove something to are any customers. You know what I'm saying? Like that your system works. You know what I'm saying? But like just as far as like needing people's approval, like you don't need people's approval. Like if you ever find yourself doing something for someone's approval, like just remind yourself of who you really doing this for. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're doing it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing it because you have a deep-seated mission that you feel like you need to accomplish. So you don't need to feel like that you need to move at anybody's speed, or you need to move on their timeline, or you need to react to what people are saying. And that's another thing too, man. When people say whatever they say, like don't react to it. You know what I mean? Just keep getting busy. You know what I mean? Just keep being proactive. You know what I mean? Don't be reactive. Don't be reactive to what people say. Don't be reactive to what people do. A lot of times people will try to push your buttons. You know what I'm saying? They'll try, there's some people that's purposely like, yo, I'm going to push this person's buttons to make them do this and make them do that. Just ignore that. Like really, like ignore it and just get busy. And you don't even have to talk about everything that, you know, you don't have to talk about what you're doing. Like just do it. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Like instead of telling people what you're going to do, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. Yes, the market is competitive and you are competing with other people, but don't think about competition in a way to where it's like there's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Or in some lack mentality. There's enough for everybody. Everybody has a place where they can fit in. Everybody has a place where they can get in. Like there's no need to be jealous of anybody. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to compete with somebody in a way to where it's like, oh, there's not enough, so let me do this to try to, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean, man. Like like it's no need to, like the only competition you should really have is yourself. You know what I mean? You should be pushing yourself to do better than you did yesterday. You should be pushing yourself to get out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like all your goals are for you. Like you're not doing this stuff for other people. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, like I said, I want to be clear. You are at that same time, like I said, especially in a business aspect, you are doing it for your customer. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, man. Another thing is let people think what they want to think. You don't need to, like, every time somebody says something or does something to like try to get a react, you don't need to prove them wrong. You know what I mean? Just keep being busy. That's it. Keep your head down. Keep working. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, except your customers, you know, you want to show them proof that your product, service, whatever works. But outside of that, man, you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. You know what I mean? You don't need anybody's approval. You know what I'm saying? You're not missing out on an opportunity if you don't do what somebody wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like don't feed into the lack mentality. Don't feed into the fear of missing out on something. You know what I mean? If you ever even felt like you missed out on anything, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna come back around. And a lot of times the stuff that you miss out on wasn't even for you in the first place. Like, you ever look back on something and be like, dang, I didn't miss out on anything. Like, that wasn't for me anyway. Because when it's for you, you'll know it's for you. You're not going to have to second guess or question a lot of things. And you have an internal compass. Your internal compass is always leading you north. Always leading you in the right direction. You know what I mean? And you'll notice, because one way to judge whether, especially in the system of Enneagram, whether you're moving in your path of integration is if your life is getting better. You know what I mean? And don't look at everybody else's better and compare your better to theirs. Your better could be something as simple as you ain't have a car last year, you got a car this year. You ain't have a house last year, you got a house this year. You know what I mean? Your son or your daughter wasn't staying with you last year, now they stay with you. You know what I mean? Now you take them back and forth to school, now they with you now. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have a clear idea of what your purpose was last year. You got it this year. And you're moving in that direction. You didn't have a circle of people or friends or family around you that was supportive of you last year. You got them this year. You didn't have a product or service that you could actually put on the market. You know what I mean? And sell. And made sales. But you got that this year. You know what I mean? So look at your progress. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what everybody else's progress look like. Man, that's the whole thing of this is to mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. Mind your business. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised like how hard that is. You know what I mean? To mind your business. Like, you'll find you may find yourself looking at what somebody else. Just remember, hey, while I'm looking at whoever else's business, my business is not moving. You know what I'm saying? So mind your business. You know what I mean? You don't need to tell everybody your next move or what you're about to do. You know what I mean? Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. Prove it to yourself. Prove to yourself that your system works. Prove to yourself that you can do whatever it is that you say you're doing. You know what I mean? So let's reiterate, right? Stay focused on your goal. Be clear about your goal. Be consistent. Don't give up, which you're not doing anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. People get that idea of that you're giving up, but whatever. Let people think what they want. And then fifth, be flexible. You know what I mean? Adjust your sights if you have to, so you can get a clear sight picture on a target. Right? Right. So, this is catered toward the Enneagram Type 9, the Peacemaker. If you do not know what your Enneagram type is, I have a video on my channel that will show you how to find out your type. If you do know your type and you want a deeper insight into your type and everything that comes with your type, I am making Enneagram reports. You can get one from the link in the description. I've already made a few for some people around me, and I've gotten some pretty good feedback on as far as the accuracy of the reports. more accurate than not. So it's a very affordable price. Just go ahead, click that link in the description below to find out your type. Send me an email to the Arbitrator Sanctuary. Let me know your first name, last name. I need your first name, last name, date of birth. And yeah, and that's it. And then I'll, after you send me the Cash App or whatever, I'll send the report to your email in a PDF format. And then if you have any questions, anything about that, anything that you don't understand on it, use that same email address. We can set up a time to go over any anything that you don't understand on it. All right.